S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Million beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Million beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch and you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They LA they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for them that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, cuz I never switch, I never switch.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on them.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Drake. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Pull it together. Wide, get wide. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Now a handoff for Drake. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And Stills over the middle. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Rosen will throw. Going deep here for Parker. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready? Check right. 47. Check right 47. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 18-yard line.
Ready? Set. I got one. I got one. I got one.
From the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got him in. Complete. 20. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alizé Mack, 82 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Parker unable to get that one, and now it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run with Drake. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Malcolm Brown at 3 bills and some change comes in to drop the hammer. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Returnable for Thomas. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack. And that's what I'm seeing so far.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
22, jet cover. 22,
throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Allen. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
3rd and short yardage, Bridgewater. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Now Rosen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Kenny Stills the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
To throw is Rosen. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Rosen looking to throw. On the left side, this is Stills. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Tonight, 47 is the mic.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
From the gun, it's Drake. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 30 on second down, Bridgewater. Open man, it's Keith Kirkwood. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
At the 36-yard line.
These two teams all tied after 1. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 20. Protein spill.
They'll run with Allen. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
On the ready. They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Being chased out left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Here's Allen. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
15, 1.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On first down, it's Allen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Sponge. No.
The first carry here for Jacquizz Rodgers. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll go with the keeper. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the...
And he's got him. Touchdown, Saints. Mike Burton there to make the grab. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins getting set to go here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run here with Balazs. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be third down.
50. 51, come on. Try to do better. Come on, QB, come on.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that will be incomplete. By the way, as we expected, most of the starting units out here in the second quarter. So get your 2 deep, your 3 deep, your 4 deep ready for this one.
If you have a particular favorite who wasn't a high draft pick or is an undrafted free agent trying to make the team, this is the time to watch him play and give it his best shot. Because most of the starters, you're exactly right, they'll be out of the game watching the rest of the way.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Allen. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Fitzpatrick. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And now it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 2nd and 11 now. Hill, incomplete. Austin Carr, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason cuts have changed. So week 3 that we're in right now, the preseason, I think, what did you say, the roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75 this year?
That's exactly right, Brandon, because in the past, just what you said, this game here, at the end of week 3, or game 3, he would cut the roster down to 75 and play game 4 just like that. In this case now, though, they're going to be able to keep guys all the way through. So guys who would normally not have a chance to finish out the preseason.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Taking it about the 36. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. 2nd down, looking to throw. Fitzpatrick. Caught by Wilson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Fitzpatrick again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this.
Ready.
43. Mike's 43. I got you. I got
Small.
43 to Mike.
On 1st and 10, Hill. That's complete to Darbo. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. And that'll be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. 3rd and 2, Hill. Throw left side, complete. That's Carr. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. They'll run on 1st down. Rodgers. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From midfield now on 2nd down. Hill is going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That one good for 26 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On 1st down, Allen. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's go. Ready.
To throw on 2nd down is Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The tight end, Josh Hill, was the target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Ready. 10 Lobo.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill.
Go. Go.
Out of the gun, Hill going to throw deep for the end zone, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check back, check back.
To throw, Fitzpatrick. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
So don't say nothing. Check. 6-6, pull it high.
Fitzpatrick to throw it. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
And he's taken down here by the Saints.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 43. Check General West. Hey, Charlie.
Check the backer.
Deep grip.
They'll run on 1st down. Rodgers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Hill on 1st down. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he's got room. And down to the 19-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 21 yards away. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, Mike, 15, regular. Go on, D.
They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. And the 2015 first-round pick, Malcolm Brown, brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Trey Hendrickson showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 65 yards. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Ready, ready. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. 25, check 25, check 25.
On first down, Rodgers. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on first down. Rodgers. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Hill. Looking long for Thomas. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. Taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Let's hope it's not anything that'll keep him out of the opener. We'll be right back. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start with a give here to Balaj. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Balaj. Running right through him. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They run it with Balaj. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th.
Wait.
From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. And that's going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Operating from the gun, Fitzpatrick. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Trey Hendrickson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Fitzpatrick to throw for it on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And Josh Hill has it. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On first down, Allen takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 36, Barrett. He's got that one complete to Darbo. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Saints on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. And that is incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Fitzpatrick on first down. And that is incomplete here.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Fitzpatrick. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go one more.
To the air again, Fitzpatrick. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd and 10, Fitzpatrick. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Albert Wilson ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Secure. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double. Kill.
On first down, Barrett to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
12 yards there and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Carr. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now on second and 13. Barrett. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This is fielded a couple yards. Now a hit and a loose football. Ted Ginn's gonna go.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
He felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. On the ground, Rodgers. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Saints add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Balaj. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. Again, it's Balaj. And an alley to run. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Hey, check. Check 52.
They'll start the drive with Washington. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. A handoff for Washington. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
46 is right there. Check in. Set up.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
A loss of a yard.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This to make it a 3-score game late. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll indeed take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. There's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all